heard it here first, folks. Compton called me his friend. I'm gonna savor that moment. But, yeah, I was raised by disgruntled veterans, fucked up artists, and drug addicts, which is why I look like I want to kill myself. My mom died about 4 years ago. Thank you, fentanyl. I've learned a lot of lessons since then. Like, it's hard finding porn when your mom's dead, because everything's all step fantasy now. So halfway through the video, and the guy's like, "Oh, mommy, yeah." I'm just thinking, must be nice. Only 2 people like that. Awesome. Trust me, it gets worse. My mom's last name was Schmidt. I like to say I was raised in the Schmidt house. And when times get Schmitty, we could either be having a backyard bonfire or a funeral. You never know. Every so often, somebody might go to rehab or get a DUI, which is a result of schmitting the bed. Or you know what? If you want, if you don't laugh hard enough, catch me in that parking lot later, and we'll go ape schmidt. Catch my friends, Pete and repeat. Yeah, I feel like I made it through my childhood pretty unscathed, because like I never got molested, just more than any of my ex-girlfriends can say. Yeah, I didn't molest them, but I like damaged goods and I shop at Goodwill, if you can't tell by how I'm dressed. I heard there was a show tonight, and I wanted to look presentable. It was weird growing up, because I would go over to like some friends' houses sometimes, and like I remember one of my buddies had real uptight, snobby parents, and first glance his mom got at me, she said, "He looks like a fucking heroin addict." I thought, Christ, bitch, I'm only 6. But I guess the greatest lesson I learned from that is I was the damaged goods all along. I worked at Starbucks for 4 years. That was every bit as miserable as you imagine it to be. When people pissed me off, I would decaf them. So if you're a Starbucks frequenter, be nice to your baristas. That service with a smile does come at your cost. And sometimes they tip for it. But eventually, like, decaffing just became not enough. And I thought, we really need a solution to this problem here. Now hear me out. In most circumstances, genocide is wrong. But I think what we need is not an ethnical cleansing, but an ethical cleansing. Ethicide, if you will. So if your Starbucks drink includes more than 7 steps, step in my gas chamber, because we don't need you. Nurses, they were a lot of my decaffing victims. Started a war they could never finish. I probably got a lot of people killed that was kind of unnecessary. Let's see what happens when you slight me. Yeah, it was weird working there. One time, one of my buddies got a gun pulled on him, and like, it was in the drive-thru, and an old lady 2 cars up gets out of her truck and diffuses the situation with a shotgun. And I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a more flawless display of the Second Amendment in Florida, of all places. Yeah. Speaking of Florida, there's a lot of things they don't tell you about when you move here, like the roaches. That wasn't in any of the pamphlets. Or like, you guys ever run into the problem when you go to a gas station, they don't have the fucking trigger mechanism that actually like holds the pump in place so you can go buy a pack of cigarettes? Like, are Florida teenagers just doing that because they're that bored? I've never understood why that's a thing. And I gotta fucking manually pump my gas like a peasant. If you can't tell, at this point I ran out of material and I'm just rambling. Just thinking of all the things that piss me off. Work at a German restaurant now, and on weekends I get to wear lederhosen, so the few ladies that are in here tonight, you can imagine this in lederhosen. But first time I donned the hosen, they were kind of sagging like a German teenage gangbanger. one of my waitresses saw it, and she's like,
Vater's lang met trousers.
she like bends me over the bar and starts giving it the business, and really getting it snug as a bug in her rug. And I was like, no, please, I'm just a boy. She just slapped my ass and said, there, now just tell me if you have to take a shit. Yes, ma'am. Never been so scared and aroused in my whole life. So I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you very much. Give it up for Compton. Give it up for your bartender.
Oh, Liam Ulrich, everybody. Give it up for him one more time. Thanks for the noise. Fuck yeah.